guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we are going to be going into part 2 of our kitchen renovation series. If you missed it last week in our first part of the kitchen renovation process, we painted all of the cabinets, we wallpapered a shelving space, and we did a DIY fluted glass element in one of our doors. So we got a lot done last week. It's looking so good in here. It looks completely different. If you missed last week's video, make sure to check it out so that you can see the entire kitchen renovation process from start to finish. This week we're going to be tackling some more of our bigger pieces of the makeover, and we're going to be seeing some really big changes to the overall look of the kitchen. So we have a couple of really important, really big things that we're going to be taking on this week. I'm so excited to see how they turn out. The first thing that we're going to be doing is adding hardware to all of our drawers, doors, all that kind of stuff. We have some really beautiful vintage inspired brass hardware that we're going to be adding. We also need to deal with this situation right here behind me. Clearly these are the only doors that haven't been put up, and that's because I have a project in mind for this space that we're going to be taking on this week. And we're also going to be making a little DIY like decorative display area to add to the kitchen. I'm really excited to tackle these projects this week. I think they're going to really round out the kitchen and make it look so beautiful. And these are also things that you can very easily add to your kitchen to do a mini makeover in your space. If you're interested in seeing how these projects turn out for me today and seeing our kitchen renovation process as it evolves, then make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the episodes of this makeover process. And this is probably one of the bigger makeovers that I've taken on in our house, so you definitely want to see it all and see the final result. We are not going to waste any time. We are going to jump right into it and start putting our hardware on. For the first thing that we're doing in this makeover process this week, we are going to be adding our hardware. And if you remember, quite a few months ago, I did a haul where I got some hardware from Facebook Marketplace. And I got this hardware with the intention of using it in the kitchen at some point when I got around to making it over. And it is now that time, so we're going to put the hardware on. I'm super excited to see it on the doors and drawers. I think it's going to look so good and really just polish off the cabinets. This is our hardware. We have these really pretty vintage inspired brass pulls. They have this gorgeous little detail right here in the center, and I think they're just like the perfect size for your hand and just a really good size to have on both the cabinet doors and the drawers, so we can use it across all of our cabinetry and have it be uniform, which I really like. When I got this from Facebook, I think I spent about $20 for this, and I got 55 pieces of hardware plus all of their screws that you need to install it. That was an amazing deal. I mean, it was literally like, I don't know, it was like less than $1 for each piece. You're not going to find that anywhere, even at flea markets. Very happy with that. We are going to be putting it on all of our cabinetry today. So it's going to be a little bit of a chore, but it's going to be worth it. So yeah, we're going to get into it and start installing this. Okay, so here's my plan for the hardware. For all of the cabinets, I want it to be 2 inches from the bottom of the door, so it's going to sit right here as the starting point, and then we'll match it on the other side. So we're going to start with the doors just to knock all that out and have it be the same. Alright, so this is where we're at with the hood. I have a mock-up that I made out of cardboard, literally Amazon boxes that I cut up, and this just helps me to, one, have like a template that I can use, especially for the sides because those are really weird tapering triangles, but it also helped me to visualize what this would look like so that I could make sure that I was going to like the look of it. So I wanted to be able to put up a template of what it was going to look like and feel like in our space to make sure that it wasn't going to be too long and look kind of funny. I'm thinking that this is going to look really good. We basically are going to be building it so that to make sure that it's safe for our kitchen and for the hood that we have, I'm going to put hinges in a few places to make it so that we can open this. We will also have a hinge at the very top and the middle, and I'm doing 2 places because I want to be able to get to the cabinets behind here and still have that storage so we can lift it up, but we're also able to prop up our one panel right here if we want to use the vent, and it can pump air out from that space. So that's the plan. I think it's going to work out pretty well. Hopefully we don't run into any snags along the way. So far what I've done is I've cut some of the wood. So I've cut the main pieces in the front, not the triangles yet. I want to get everything else up first before I measure that out to make sure that it's exact. And then we'll also cut the trim after we get everything up, just so that we can make sure the measurements are perfect. Yeah, we're gonna start assembling and we will see how it goes. So I went ahead and wood filled any cracks and also the sides so that it doesn't look like plywood, and it's a pretty good fit. So I'll show you. Like that. So not bad, right? Because we'll have the trim here so you won't actually see where this meets. So this is what the hood is looking like. We have the sides on and basically all of the base framing. So the only thing that's left is to add the pretty trim details, paint it, and then I want to put a handle that matches the handles that we have everywhere else in the kitchen, and it just makes it easier to lift it up because when we have the trim right here, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get your hand in here to lift that up. So the handle will make it a lot easier. We're going to do some of the more simple trim first because the more ornate trim has just been like confusing me this time around, so I'm stepping away from it and we will try that again tomorrow and see if I can, envision the angles a little bit better. Sometimes that's the best thing to do when it's just feeling really confusing. So I have this trim right here. This is just a really simple piece. It's just like 1.5 inches wide and super thin. So we're gonna cut this to be 31 inches long, so it's pretty much gonna go all the way to the top. Once we have that piece cut, we'll be able to cut where it splits right here to have it kind of look like it's all one piece, but still be functional and able to open. And then we'll cut our horizontal pieces as well. Originally, I was thinking I wanted to do 3 rectangles here, but because this is a wider piece of trim, I think it would just be too much and it would feel a little bit overwhelming, especially with our decorative trim that we're gonna put on. So I'm gonna do just 2 rectangles and see how that looks, and we could always adjust it if it doesn't look like enough. I'm just going to cut it using these little hand miter shears. These are really useful if you have like a thin piece of trim. If you have a really thick piece of trim, they're super hard to work with. But something like this that's like a PVC type material or a thin piece of wood trim, you can cut very easily with this, and it makes it so that you don't have to go out to your miter saw or, you know, do all of that. So let's go ahead and do that. Figured out this trim. I don't know what was happening with my brain this time around, but I just could not remember how to do this. I kept cutting it wrong. I finally remembered and I got it cut. So if you are wondering how to do this and you're trying to do it yourself, all you have to do is turn your miter saw, the bottom plate, to 45 degrees or whatever angle it is that you want. Hold your piece upright like this and then cut so that the corner is facing outwards so that they meet in the corner, if that makes sense. So it's really not complicated. I don't know why I was having such a hard time. I've literally done this so many times before, but we got there. They are not completely perfect. There's going to be a small gap, and that's because the corners that we have are not exactly 45 degree. They're slightly larger, which is very hard to do on the miter saw because it just doesn't lock into that and it doesn't give you exact measurements in between like certain angles, if that makes sense. So I did the best I could. I tried to sand it to get them a little bit more precise, but we are going to put it up and I'm just going to fix the seams with a little bit of paintable caulk since we are painting this anyways, and we're going to hope that it looks good. My plan is to put the bottom trim facing downward like this and the top trim facing upward, and I think it's going to give a really nice look to the hood, but also a nice little lip for our door to sit on. So I might need to sand this side just a tiny bit more right here because it's sitting out of it and everything else will sit in, but that's not a big deal at all. That's an easy fix. Otherwise, I think it's looking really good. So I'm going to do the bottom the exact same way, just with this thicker part facing downward, and then we can caulk everything and get it looking nice. This week's kitchen makeover. This is part 2 in our kitchen makeover series. We will have one more part next Sunday, and then the series will be all done and our kitchen will be pretty much complete. The hood is completely done. I got it painted and put the handle on off camera just because it's something that you guys have seen me do many times already in this video, but I'm super happy with how it turned out. I think it's so beautiful and it completely changes the look of this kitchen. I feel like it really just elevates the kitchen. It makes it look much more new and modern in a way, but also still keeping that vintage charm that I really love to have woven throughout our home. I'm also super happy with the little decorative display that we put on the side of the cabinet. I think it's so pretty and it fits in really well with the cabinet, but it also gives us a place to just display some pretty items in the kitchen, which I really love doing. And the handles are just everything. I love them. I think they're beautiful. I love the gold brass finish on them, all of the special details that the handles have. And I also just really love having handles in our kitchen. That's something that this kitchen has never had. We've always just had to pull cabinets open or drawers out without a handle, and I feel like this just really finishes off the space and it makes it a lot more convenient for us as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know what you think of our kitchen makeover and how it's going so far. And make sure to like and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday, and next Sunday we will have the last part of our kitchen makeover series, so you do not want to miss the final look. We're going to be doing a lot of really beautiful big changes to the kitchen. We still have some big things left to do. Make sure that you tune in next Sunday so that you can see those and see the finished look of our kitchen. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.